Sindhu, you are a facilitator of a mystic rose. Could you please tell more about the processes and about what you usually do during this beautiful meditation given us by Osho?
Yes, mystic rose is one of the most beautiful meditative therapy given by Osho. He said, Buddha gave Vipassana to the world, and this is my contribution to the world. And he said, if I would like each of my people to do mystic rose, and he said, if a person goes through mystic rose process, then on this planet there will be no wars. This planet can be saved from destruction and violence. And what is the root of violence? What is the root of destruction? Is these unexpressed emotions. And mystic rose is a meditative therapy, so it's meditation and therapy. That means it's a group process, so the process works collectively in a group. It's an energy group process, but as well as it's a meditation, so each individual is in its own self. It's a 21-day process and divided into 3 parts. So the first 7 days is about laughter. So it's expressing our repressed emotion of laughter, of joy. Laughter, Osho says, is the first layer which is repressed. As children, we are full of joy, but we are not allowed to express our laughter. So we repress it. And the second layer is of sadness, of tears, which is even more deeper, the pain. And Osho says, it's for lives that you've been holding on to this pain. So the next 7 days we go through our pain. And the last week is about the silence week, the watcher on the hill. So whatever these emotions are, we just sit silently and we watch these emotions. So each day we meet for about 3 hours. And Osho says, man is born a seed. That's why the name mystic rose. And we need to give it the right nourishment, the right nutrition, so that the seed, this potential of a human being, can flower, can blossom. And for me, mystic rose has been one of the most effective ways, because it is non-verbal and it's non-analytical, it's simple, and it just bypasses your unconscious mind. You go through that just by laughter. The simplest thing that we can do, the most natural thing. And Osho says laughter is the most intelligent thing in a human being, because no animal laughs. Buffaloes don't laugh. Yes? So it's like one of the most intelligent thing that only a human being has. And many Zen masters, when they got enlightened, they just laughed. So existence is like a cosmic joke. Yes, and my experience is that I feel much more alive, much more fresh after a mystic rose. And it's like you reconnect to this innocence, this childlike innocence that we're all born with. And this freshness, this vitality. That's for me one of the most precious qualities. I mean, yes, you become your natural self, your natural being.
Can
Yes.
we say that every mystic rose is like reborn, is like a newborn baby, newborn child in every person.
It's like being born again. It's like a rebirth, and that's my experience. And when people come, and we share mystic roles together, and their experience too. When I hear it from people, they are different. Many people, they say, I've clicked my picture before Mystic Rose, and when I click my picture after Mystic Rose,
different persons.
Not only I feel different from inside, even I look different. Yeah, and there's this inner joy that's all the time with me. It keeps bubbling with me inside, and I feel this is the gift from Mystic Rose that I've received, and
That's really wonderful.
I'd like to share it.
It's really wonderful. And you are also a facilitator of Akashic processes.
Yes.
Could you tell, please, more about this, as I feel, mysterious and very, very deep process which is happening to my mind is so mysteriously within us?
Yes, so Akashic process is very individual. So in Akashic processes, I work with each individual. And it's again a very deep process and very complementary to Mystic Rose. So Akashic process again comes from an insight from Osho, which he gave to his dentist, Swami Devagit, from whom I received this process. So he said, he called him once in the middle of the night, and he said, I see people meditating here, they are with me for years, but most of the people, they cannot go deep into their meditation, or they cannot really, they want to change, they want to change the way they feel, they want to change their lives, transform. That change is not happening so quickly. So he said, because these memories, he said, our teeth are made of crystals, and crystals, they're crystalline in nature, and even our bones are made of crystals. And crystals have the capacity to hold information. So he said our body acts like an archive of memories, of, you can say, the Akashic records that they say, the journey of the evolution of our soul. So he said, you can find a way to access these memories, and once these memories are accessed, the energy which is stuck there, the psycho-emotional energy which has not been expressed, which acts like cysts as wounds, it can be released. And once it's released, so the body, mind, soul harmony happens, and authentic transformation can happen to an individual. So as I have experienced it, it's like a fast track, and this is done individually, and it's a set of 13 sessions. That's the first Akashic process, wherein we are accessing your personal unconscious mind, and so it's about 13 sessions, about 2 hours each. And so that's given individually.
So when you telling about Akashic, you meant that it's a ascendic transformation. Could you tell, please, more about this ascendic? What do you mean by saying ascendic transformation? What does it mean?
By authentic, what I mean is my experience is it goes to places where all other therapy has not gone, because that's my experience. And also people who have done this process have come with me. I've had people who have been in the spiritual growth, as you say, for last 30 years, 25 years who've been meditating, but they feel stuck in their meditation. They feel initially when they started, something started happening, some change happened, but that was just at some level. And then it was almost like a plateau, and then for years they felt that their meditation had not gone to that place, or what they were searching for, that source of your inner joy, of your real self, that had not happened for them. And once they had Akashics, it's a simple and effective way, but it reached to those places that immediately their meditation changed. The way they felt about themselves, their bodies changed. The whole, so much more life energy, which is like wrapped up in those stuff from the past, then it's released. That life energy is available for you. And that is one of the insights that Osho gave to Devagita. He said, I want enlightened people, living enlightened people on this earth, living Buddhas, so that this earth becomes a beautiful place to live in, love and joy. These are the qualities that are there on the earth, and peace, not war. So that's why he said our body has to be prepared for this energy to come in people, for enlightenment to happen. So it's like a preparation. Once we release that, then the body is open, clear. The energy is flowing and more new energy can come into your body. It's a very deep process, and for me, yes, fast track to your spiritual growth. That's the best way to describe it. And the first level is the set of 13, and then in the next levels you can go much deeper beyond. So you can trace back the journey of your whole soul. So the second process, you can go back to your animal lives, your collective unconscious, and then super unconscious. And at the same time, you are reaching to the layers of your superconscious mind, which is your personal superconscious in the first process, and then the second, it's your collective superconscious. So there are many resources that we have which are dormant. So not only you heal your past, but as well as you awaken these dormant resources that you already have, but they are sleeping. So you waken them up, and those resources are then available to you. And then you can use them to realize your potential, to live the life that you really want to live. Yes.
And as I see it, all these three layers of awareness, collective unconscious, it happens during the Akashic process.
Yes.
All of them, three.
So the three layers, so the first process, which is of 13 sessions, which is your personal unconscious mind.
Mm-hmm.
So, for accessing the deeper layers, first you need to clear your personal psycho-emotional issues, which are from this life and past lives, what you're carrying. And then that's the second Akashic process, which has 10 sessions. And like that, we have 7 Akashic processes. Actually, you can go back to life, and it was, life, and it wasn't started in the biological form on Earth, and you can have experiences of the cosmos and how there is consciousness in everything,
It sounds
and
amazing.
it's like the macrocosmic and the microcosmic. Your awareness can travel, and it's like such honing of awareness and toning of your awareness and sharpening of your awareness. That's my experience. That's how it happened for me, and that's how I've seen it happening for people, that your awareness rises at the same time, this relaxation that you feel inside, because there's nothing bothering you now. All that stuff is clear, the water is clear inside. So there is this depth of the ocean that you feel. At the same time, the flight of the bird, of the sky, you're flying high and at the same time so deep. So for me, that's what happens. Your awareness rises to its peaks.
So
that's
amazing.
What it can give to you, yes.
Amazing. Thank you.
Thank you, Ramana.